Which is the one that has the victim? Just remind me when we get, please. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you?
I'm good. R2 housed the misdemeanor and felony Clark and Fisher, both refused.
Okay. You didn't offer him a nice breakfast, or what was the deal?
Do you offer
Oh,
him
he's mean.
breakfast? He's joking.
Sir, can I have your name that's sitting there?
R. Cordova. Arthur.
Okay, you're here today because you have assault domestic violence charges. Do you understand why you're here today?
Your Honor.
And that's out of the Justice Court. I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting the initial appearances today. I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new
Thank you.
court date of December the 17th. You'll get a copy of this in writing.
Thank you.
I'm going to impose standard conditions of release, which include no alcohol, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms, no contact with any alleged victims, don't return to the incident location.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
Just if I get paperwork, I'm good to go. Thank you.
You will get paperwork.
Yes. Thank you.
So yes, you'll get paperwork and you'll be released. Good luck.
Okay. No questions. Thank you very much. Davis.
Number 2. Okay, and you'll help me write in those later. There you go. Hi, sir. Can I have your name?
Eric Davis.
Judge Hazel, I'll be conducting initial appearances today. You're here today on charges of a domestic violence assault, disorderly conduct. You understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
Let me get your case up on the computer and we're going to talk about it, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 17th. That's with Judge Foster in Justice Court. I'm going to impose the following standard and special release conditions. Those include no firearms, no alcohol, no acts of domestic violence. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with police to get it. And no contact with any victims. Do you understand these release conditions?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to release you. You'll be released later this morning. Make sure you make your court dates or a warrant will issue for your arrest, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
So she declines everything. Hi, can I have your name?
County Controller Fidel Jones.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that clearly. Could you state that again?
County Controller Fidel Jones.
Okay. Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a shoplifting ticket and you also have warrants out of Marana. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I believe you also have Tucson City court cases as well. Let's take care of the Marana cases first. On your Marana cases, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 18th at 10 a.m. in Marana City Court. You must appear at that time. Standard release conditions will include no alcohol, no drugs. Don't return to the scene of the crime. Have no contact with any victims. Your new court date in Marana is going to be the 18th at 10 a.m. You understand?
Sir.
You have 2 cases in Marana. You have multiple charges out of, for assault, disorderly conduct, public nuisance out of Tucson City Court. And those charges, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 17th. So you're going to have court on the 18th and the 17th. Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, no, Your Honor.
Okay, you'll be released later today on these charges.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. How do the city court cases go back to her, or do you get them on? Well, I want to make it easier for you, so. Yeah. Yeah, I thought we could do it when we were done. Is it all right so we don't hold up the people that are? Yeah. Hi, can I have your name?
Ricardo Rees.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting your initial appearance today.
Sir.
Let me get your case up on the computer and we will talk about it. You have some warrants for your arrest. First out of Justice Court. You have a warrant for your arrest for from 2021 on aggressive driving. Do you understand why you're here on that Justice Court warrant?
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a reduced bond of $100 and give you a new court date. That new court date is going to be the 19th, 2 days from now at 1 p.m. in Justice Court. If you post that bond, you will be released. If you do not, you will remain in custody until Tuesday and see the judge at that time, and that'll be Judge Steele. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Let's talk about your other cases. You have a case out of Tucson for DUI that you failed to appear to show proof of counseling. I'm going to release you on that court date and give you a new, or on that warrant, give you a new court date for the 16th of December. I don't see the release order in this one. Do I write on this one? The release order. Okay, on that charge, sir, I'm gonna release you and give you a new court date of the 16th. Okay, so you'll be seen on Tuesday, and then you'll be released on your Tucson City Court case. Okay? Any
Yes,
questions?
sir.
Yes.
I need to set up a bond right now.
I'm sorry?
I need to set a bond.
Set a bond on your justice court case of $100.
Good.
So if you post the $100, you will be released.
Okay.
Okay? Good luck
Yes,
to you.
sir.
Good luck to you. Okay, where do I change the date on this one? Oh, Mr. Clark. Sir, I'll be right with you. Do I do where it says next court date? Oh, I don't see it. Sir, I'll be right with you. That Durante Pfister, is that who they're talking about? All right, those are done. Sir, can I have your name?
Hello, Gary.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm going to be conducting your initial appearance today. Can I have your name again?
Ricardo Rees.
Okay, you're here today on charges of interfering with judicial proceedings, assault, and disorderly conduct. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you with the following conditions. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 17th. Those release conditions will include no contact with any victims, no alcohol, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. You may return with the police to get your property. You are being released on these charges, and your new court date is going to be December the 17th. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me?
That's only on these charges, right? Because I have a warrant, also. But that's because I'm on probation.
Okay, you have a probation violation warrant?
Yes.
Not dealing with that right today.
Okay.
Probation officer will set it.
Okay.
Okay, you're being released on these charges. I can't speak on other charges you may have.
Okay. All right. Thank
Good luck
you.
to you. Hi, can I have your name?
Josiah Rees.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting your initial appearance today.
All right, thank you.
You're here today because you have some warrants for your arrest. And also some new charges. I've just
I had some warrants.
says you do, or you have a pending case anyway. So anyway, you're here today for criminal damage and disorderly conduct. You understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is release you, give you a new court date of December the 17th at 3 p.m. in Tucson City Court.
Yes, sir.
And the release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, don't drive without a license, commit no act of domestic violence,
Yes, sir.
don't return to the scene of the crime, have no contact with any victims. If you have property at locations, you can return with the police to get that property. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name?
Roger McIntyre.
So let me get your case up on the computer. I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting your initial appearance today. The purpose for this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. You're here today charged with assault. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date. That new court date is going to be December the 17th at 3 p.m. in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, no alcohol, no drugs, commit no acts of domestic violence. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with police to get that property. Do you understand these release conditions?
Question on, the release, that is my house.
Okay. Well, I'm ordering those conditions. That's
Okay,
where it occurred. You'll have to make other arrangements to your court date or contact the court, file a motion to have that changed.
I think, the other victim has moved out. I'm not sure yet.
No, I can't confirm that, so that's.
I can't either at this point.
Okay, all right, you'll be released. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, can I have your name?
David Stern?
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm going to be conducting your initial appearances today.
Thank you.
You're here today because let me look at your file. You have a warrant for your arrest for theft. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 17th at 1:30 p.m. in Tucson City Court. Standard
You
release.
said 1:30?
Yes, you'll get a copy of this paperwork.
Thank you.
Standard release conditions will apply, including the conditions don't return to the scene of the crime, have no contact with any victims. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I do not, sir.
You'll be released later today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the next three that we have are Spanish speakers. The first one is a misdemeanor, and then the rest will be felonies.
Okay, thank you.
And the interpreter is ready, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hi, sir, can I have your name?
Buenos días,
Enrique
señor.
Cueto.
¿Me puede decir su nombre?
Pues Enrique Cueto.
Jorge Enrique Cueto.
Which one is that? Is there a file? Sir, you're here today on charges of disorderly conduct.
Señor, muy buenos días. El día de hoy usted está aquí por acusaciones de alteración al orden público.
Assault.
Agresión también.
Do you understand why you're here today?
¿Usted le queda claro por qué está aquí?
Pues agresión, no sé, porque no me arrestaron por agresión, solamente por lo que pasó, por el desorden de la discusión, pero no por la agresión. No agredí a nadie.
Well, yeah, well, it looks like aggression, but it did not do anything to other person. And the other thing, yes, I did. I do accept, but aggression, I don't think so. It was just a discussion that I had with another person.
Okay, I understand. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to release you. Give you a new court date of December the 17th with Judge Foster in Justice Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence. You return with police to get your property. Do you understand?
Bueno, sí. Bueno, yo entiendo, señor, lo voy a liberar el día de hoy, usted va a salir libre y su próxima audiencia va a ser el 17 de diciembre ante el honorable juez Foster en Justice Court. Y las condiciones de liberación van a ser las en general. Usted no puede tener contacto con la víctima, usted no puede consumir bebidas alcohólicas, no puede consumir drogas y no puede cometer actos nuevos de violencia doméstica. Y si usted sale el día de hoy, no puede regresar al lugar de los hechos.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, you will be released. Good luck to you.
lo van a soltar, va a salir libre. Gracias, buena suerte.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Muy buenos
Leonel
días, ¿me
Izárraga.
puede dar su nombre?
Leonel Izárraga.
Leonel Izárraga.
Ujú.
Which number is that one? Sir, you're here today on charges of domestic violence, criminal damage, a felony.
Señor, el día de hoy usted está compareciendo ante mí porque tiene una acusación de violencia doméstica que es daños a la propiedad que se considera un delito grave.
And charges of disorderly conduct. Do you understand why you're here today?
Y también tiene una acusación de alteración al orden público. ¿Usted sabe por qué está aquí?
Sí, por la de una televisión.
Yes, because something with regarding a TV.
Okay, yes. I want to get the position of the county attorney. Does the county attorney have a
Bueno,
position in this case?
y dice el juez que quiere escuchar primero la recomendación del fiscal del condado.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. We are recommending release of pretrial services with a no contact order in place.
Okay, thank you.
Dice el fiscal que está recomendando que el señor quede liberado bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio y que no tenga contacto con la víctima de este caso.
Counsel for the defendant.
No
El
objection.
abogado del abogado defensor quiere decir algo y dice que no.
Okay, sir, I'm going to release you on the following conditions. I'm going to release you through pretrial services. I'm going to direct that you follow their monitoring as directed. I'm going to direct you have no alcohol, commit no acts of domestic violence, possess no firearms, have no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with police to get that property. So you will be released today later on this charge. Do you have any questions, sir?
Bueno, señor, lo voy a liberar y las condiciones de liberación para usted es que usted se tiene que reportar con los servicios previos al juicio y seguir cualquier indicación que ellos le indiquen. Parte de las condiciones de liberación es que usted no puede consumir bebidas alcohólicas, no puede cometer actos de violencia doméstica adicionales, no puede poseer armas de fuego, no puede tener contacto con la víctima y no puede regresar al lugar del incidente. Y si tiene pertenencias personales ahí, solamente puede regresar acompañado de un policía. ¿Tiene preguntas usted?
Okay, está claro.
No, it's clear.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Right.
Buena suerte, señor.
I didn't get a court date or, and I'm assuming you appointed the public defender.
I'm sorry?
Dice su abogada,
Ujú.
Yes,
dice su abogada que no le dieron la siguiente fecha de audiencia.
yes, I've appointed counsel for the defendant. I'm sorry.
Right, I didn't get a court date either.
December 9th at 1:30.
Bueno, su próxima audiencia, señor, va a ser el 9 de diciembre a la 1:30 y sí le van a asignar un defensor público para que lo represente.
Okay.
Ok.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Buena suerte, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. Can I have your name?
Buenos días,
Justin
señor.
Martinez.
My name is Justin Martinez.
Okay, you're here today on several things. You have a new charge of flight from a law enforcement vehicle. Do you understand why you're here today on that charge?
Señor, usted tiene varias cosas, ¿no? Pero la acusación más nueva es de que usted huyó de una patrulla del orden público. ¿Usted sabe de lo que estoy hablando?
Sí.
Yes.
Then you have related city court charges of reckless driving, obstructing a street, and unsafe backing.
También tiene una acusación de la ciudad que es de conducir de manera muy imprudente, poner obstáculos y también manejar o retroceder de una manera insegura.
Does the state have a position in this case?
Y pregunta el juez si el fiscal tiene una postura en este caso.
Yes, Your Honor. Given Mr. Martinez's prior felony conviction and the fact that he was on probation at the time of this offense, we would be requesting a $1,500 bond with release of pretrial services if posted and a condition that he only drive with a valid license.
Y dice el fiscal, sí, su señoría, yo tengo una postura y algo que decir. Dado que el señor Martínez ya tiene una condena premia por delito grave y que estaba en libertad a prueba cuando cometió el delito, estamos solicitando que se le fije una fianza de $1,500. Y si es que paga la fianza y sale libre, que quede bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio. Y que una de las condiciones es de que el señor solamente maneje o conduzca un carro con una licencia vigente.
Counsel for the defendant?
We'd ask
Abogado
you-
del acusado.
we'd ask that you consider release to pretrial services. He's already being supervised by probation.
All right, thank you.
Solicitamos que el señor pues ya está siendo supervisado porque él ya tiene supervisión por parte de libertad a prueba.
Okay, sir, on this.
¿Quiere decir algo?
On this film?
Sí.
May I say something? He's saying.
Your attorney needs to tell you if that's all right.
Primero le tiene que decir a su abogada si le permite decir algo.
There you are.
No, I got the paperwork. They do my early termination. Yeah.
When did this happen?
They supposed to be taking me that one, but they already wrote me the off. I got the other paperwork, the early termination. They take me off for October 23rd of this year.
Okay. He's saying that he got off probation on October 23rd, which isn't included in the trial services report. So,
All right, okay, thank you. Sir, what I'm gonna do is set a
Bueno,
total amount of $1,000 cash or secured.
Bueno, dice su abogada que le dice al juez que usted ya quedó eximido de libertad a prueba, pero que no está en el informe. Y dice el juez, le voy a fijar una fianza de $1,000 en efectivo o en garantía.
I'm going to set a preliminary hearing on November the 27th.
Voy a fijar una audiencia preliminar para el 27 de noviembre.
If you post the bond, you'll be under the monitoring of pretrial services.
Y si usted deposita la fianza y sale libre, va a quedar bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio.
I'm appointing the public defender to represent you.
Y voy a asignarle el defensor público para que lo represente.
Standard release conditions will apply, including don't drive without a valid license.
Y usted va a estar sujeto bajo las condiciones generales de liberación, pero incluyendo que no puede conducir sin una licencia válida o vigente.
And no alcohol and no drugs.
No debe de consumir bebidas alcohólicas y nada de drogas.
on your Tucson City court case. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 16th.
Y en el caso que tiene pendiente con Tucson City Court, lo voy a liberar, pero usted tiene una audiencia el día 14 de diciembre
At 9:30 a.m.
a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Do you have any questions for me?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta para mí, señor?
Pues no tengo ahorita conmigo el papeleo que ya terminé probation, pero pues no sé por qué hice en el sistema, pero ya no estoy.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have the documents that says that I already completed probation. I don't know why it's not showing up on the system.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Pues muchas gracias, señor. Mucha suerte para usted.
I believe that.
And Your Honor, may the interpreter be
Your Honor,
excused?
we have one more Spanish speaker. They just told us.
Hi, can I have your name?
Señor, buenos días. ¿Me puede dar su nombre?
Sí, buenos días. Fidel Valle Delgado.
Esquivel Valle Delgado.
Ya.
Can you help me find out? It's down toward the middle. Sir, let us get your file and we'll talk about it.
Déjeme agarrar su expediente y ahorita empezamos con su caso.
Ok.
Okay.
So you're here today on charges of discharging a firearm within its city limits, discharging a firearm into a residential structure, drive-by shooting, aggravated use of a deadly weapon, and then in a separate complaint, the aggravated DUI, prohibited possessor of weapons and other charges. Do you understand why you're here today?
Bueno, señor, usted está aquí porque se le acusa de disparar un arma dentro de los límites de la ciudad y también de disparar desde un automóvil en movimiento y el uso de un arma de fuego y presentar un arma a una estructura. También en un caso separado se le acusa de DUI con agravantes y también por posesión de un arma. ¿Usted sabe de lo que le estoy hablando?
Sí, pero ¿cómo que le saqué un arma a alguien, dice? No
Yeah,
entendí.
but you're saying that I actually displayed a firearm to somebody?
Okay, well, let me just confirm, your true name is Fidel Val Delgado, is that correct?
Bueno, déjeme confirmar primero. Su nombre es Fidel Valle Delgado.
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, that is the allegation in your case.
Sí, señor, ese es el alegato en su contra, en su caso.
Ah,
Does the state have a position on this case? First, let's talk about the alleged drive-by shootings.
Your Honor,
Bueno, primero dice el fiscal, el juez le pregunta al fiscal que quiere saber un poco más de este tiroteo desde un carro en movimiento.
Your Honor, given the allegations, which include discharging a firearm at a residence, I believe 5 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, Your Honor, we would be asking for a $100,000 bond. And then in the separate case, the possession of dangerous drugs and DUI, we would be asking for a $50,000 bond. For all the reasons included in the recommendation.
Dice el fiscal al juez que él recomienda que, dado que usted disparó un arma de fuego en una casa o en una estructura, y esto salieron 5 acusaciones por posesión de un arma de fuego. Y también están solicitando que se le fije una fianza de $100,000. Y luego en el otro caso, aparte, por posesión de una droga peligrosa y un DUI, que se le fije $50,000 de fianza.
Counsel for the defendant.
It appears there's an ice hole, so if he were to post bond, he would be transported to ICE custody. Other than that, he indicates he's lived here for 9 years. He's retired. And that's the only information I have.
All right, thank you. Sir, I'm going to take,
May I, Your Honor? May I, Your Honor, interpret that?
oh, I'm sorry, yes, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Bueno, señor, dice la abogada que lo representa a usted ahorita para esta audiencia que está sentada enseguida de usted, que hay una orden de detención de la agencia ICE de inmigración y también que si usted llega a depositar la fianza que le va a fijar el juez, muy probablemente lo vayan a transportar bajo la custodia de ICE. Entonces, la única información que tiene la abogada en este momento es de que usted ha vivido en esa casa por 9 años, que usted ya está ubicado, y eso es todo lo que saben de usted.
Okay, sir, I'm going to make the
Yes.
following rulings in your case.
Y dice el juez, bueno, señor, voy a dar el siguiente fallo en su caso.
Okay.
I'm going to set your matter for a preliminary, or your matters for a preliminary hearing on November the 27th.
Bueno, señor, voy a fijar entonces una audiencia preliminar para el día 27 de noviembre.
And that's going to be at 1:30 p.m.
Y eso se va a llevar a cabo a la 1:30 de la tarde.
On the
Okay.
weapons charge, I'm going to set a bond of $75,000 cash secured.
Le voy a fijar una fianza de $75,000 en efectivo o en garantía.
Wow, ¿cuánto sería en total? ¿Al 10%?
What is, how much do I have to pay? Like 10% of that?
Sir, let me finish, please.
Déjeme terminar, le dice el juez, por favor.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sir, I'm going to order that you not drive without a valid license.
Señor, le voy a ordenar que usted no puede conducir sin una licencia válida o vigente.
No alcohol, no drugs.
No puede consumir alcohol ni consumir drogas.
No firearms, no weapons.
No puede usted tener armas de fuego o armas.
Surrender any firearms that you have.
Usted tiene que entregar cualquier arma que tenga.
If you are released on bond, you must be supervised by pretrial services.
Y si usted deposita la fianza y sale libre, va a quedar bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio.
No contact with any victim.
Usted no puede tener contacto con víctimas.
Don't return to the scene of the crime.
Usted no puede regresar al lugar de los hechos.
And I am appointing the public defender to represent you.
Y voy a asignar al defensor público para que lo represente.
Let me go on. Let me go on to your other case, and then you can ask your question.
Ahora voy a pasar al otro caso y luego me hace sus preguntas.
Oh, the legal. I'm sorry, I appointed the legal defender.
Perdón, voy a asignar al defensor legal para que lo represente.
Okay.
Okay.
Other case, all other terms will remain the same, with the condition
En
that
su
in that case is $5,000.
caso iguales que
Sir, you had a question?
Right.
Your attorney has indicated you have a immigration service hold. So if you were to post the bond, you would be taken into immigration service custody. So generally, attorneys would recommend that you resolve the case here before and not post the bond because you would not be released anyway.
Bueno, señor, usted me hizo una pregunta con respecto a la fianza, que si tenía que pagar algún porcentaje de la fianza para salir libre, pero su abogada me está indicando que usted tiene una orden de retención de inmigración. Entonces, aunque usted deposite la fianza, va a irse bajo la custodia de inmigración. Entonces, normalmente los abogados recomiendan que usted resuelva su caso aquí, que está pendiente aquí, antes de pagar la fianza.
Any other questions, sir?
¿Alguna otra pregunta que tenga usted, señor?
Sí, mire, yo quería a ver si el juez o el fiscal, porque yo tengo mi casa, ¿verdad? Propia. Entonces, tengo todos mis animales, ¿eh? Inclusive tengo mi cuarto, mi cuarto con llavín y todo. Y tengo mis animales en mi propia casa y no tengo a nadie que me lo pueda sacar o atender porque se me van a morir de ahí y va a ser otro delito. A ver si él me podía otorgar y yo después un papel que si vaya cualquier cosa, que me dé que sea un día o 2 días y yo me presento otra vez o que me echen 20 años si no vengo. Es lo que
Ok, un momentito.
quisiera hablar con él.
Ok. Déjeme decirle al juez eso en inglés, por favor. Gracias. Okay, sir, I would like to request, if you would be so kind, I would like to request to the judge and to the attorney general. You see, I have my own house, I have animals that have water or key, and my animals are in there, and I don't have anybody to take care of them. So if they die, I don't, and given a sentence for animals. So wondering if you can give me to maybe 1 or 2 days, and I promise to come back, but I just don't want my animals to suffer and be charged with another crime.
All right, thank you, sir. I've made my decision. If necessary, animal control will have to respond and take care of that. All right, thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Señor, muchas gracias, señor, pero yo ya hice mi decisión. Ahora, a lo mejor es necesario que el control de animales vaya y visite la casa, no lo sé, pero en cuanto a su caso, ya le di mis órdenes y ya se puede retirar y es todo por hoy. Le deseo la mejor de las suertes.
Ok.
Okay.
Yes. Sir. Do you think that was the interpreter's connection or? Hi, sir. Can I have your name?
Yeah, my name is Juan TZ.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel.
Nice to meet you.
You're here today on charges of domestic violence, kidnapping, and child abuse. The purpose of this hearing is an initial appearance on those charges. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the county attorney have a position in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending a $30,000 bond due to the nature of the alleged offenses, the domestic violence allegation that it is kidnapped related. We believe there's reason to believe, given those facts, that Mr. Tejas could be a continual risk to the victim. We ask for a no contact order to be put in place for the victim. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you.
Somewhere else you could stay.
No, that's a tough one because I reside there and I pay rent there. And
You're gonna have to stay somewhere else.
Okay, so let me hear from counsel for the defense, please.
Oh, 1 second, Your Honor.
Sure.
Is there somewhere else you could stay? Time being,
is there a time frame on that time being? Because rent,
do that out.
like rent's on the 1st and I still pay rent.
Okay, but you can't go back there.
Right. So is there a time frame on that?
Yeah. The judge is gonna tell you can't go back there. The time frame would start now.
I understand that. What is the time frame from now until when?
I don't know because your case is just started.
Okay, okay, sure, I could find somewhere else to stay, yes.
Okay, he indicates that he would be able to stay somewhere else. And, he's got no prior domestic violence misdemeanors and no prior felony arrests.
First time being arrested.
Okay, I'm going to take the following actions in this case. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I'm going to direct that you not return to the location of the scene, have no contact with any victims. If you have property at that location, you can return once with the police. I'm going to direct that you commit no acts of domestic violence, not have any alcohol, any drugs. And if you, I'm going to set a preliminary hearing on November the 27th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $5,000. That'll be cash or secured. If bond is posted, you will be released, but you must abide by all conditions of pretrial services. Do you have any?
So, question, yeah, I talked to someone back there, they just had a question, they told me to ask the attorney, was there probable cause for child abuse? That someone back there told me to ask.
Well, I have found probable cause in your case. Good luck to you, sir.
Perfect. So, who do I talk to about this? Cause I have $1,000 in my wallet.
Talk to this. Or bail bonds.
And Your Honor, this is a Spanish interpreter. May the interpreter be excused?
Yes, I'm sorry. I thought you had already left. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Nicholas Whitby.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have new charges, felony charges of aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument. Do you understand why you're here? You also have a warrant out of Justice Court for shoplifting.
Mm-hmm.
You understand why you're here today?
Yeah.
Public defense, or does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is recommending a $25,000 bond due to the nature of the alleged offense. It's alleged that Mr. Whitby struck someone in the head with a skateboard. So, Your Honor, because of his risk of failing to appear, he has a history of failure to appear. We believe that bond is appropriate.
I can't even explain myself, bro. I'm homeless, man.
Counsel for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. He's got no prior felony arrest history. Just a second. And he's been in the area for 17 years. He's 21 years old.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this case. First, on the new felony matter, I'm going to appoint the public defender. I'm going to direct the defendant have no contact with any alleged victims. I'm going to direct that the defendant not possess any firearms or any weapons, no illegal drugs. I'm going to set a secured bond and a cash or secured bond in the amount of $2,500. If bond is posted, he would be under the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to prepare for a preliminary hearing on November the 27th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. Sir, if you post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court. You must abide by pretrial services as well. On your misdemeanor shoplifting charge, I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of decision from Justice Court.
With that, I actually showed up, but there was another court trial in
Video court date.
And I'm releasing you on that one, okay? Good luck to you, sir.
What's the court date?
Sorry, it's the 17th of December,
What time?
9:30. Hi, can I have your
Taylor Baldwin.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today to have an initial appearance. You're charged with felony criminal trespassing. Do you understand why you're here today?
Not really, no. I mean, no.
The allegation is you're banging on somebody's door and then you went inside their house without their permission. That's the allegation. You don't want to address the facts of the case because anything you say can be used against you. Does the county attorney have something to say on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, we are recommending a $2,500 bond. Mr. Baldwin was on probation for a domestic violence felony case. Additionally, Your Honor, as you indicated, he was banging on the door. The person in the house, the owner of the home, felt uncomfortable staying and left the home. So because of that, we would be recommending a bond due to the nature of the offense.
Attorney for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor, there's a, he's got, ties to the community, and it looks like he's on probation for an undesignated offense.
Okay, sir, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 9th. The conditions of release are conditions of pretrial services, no weapons, no firearm, no alcohol, no drugs, no contact with any victims, don't return to the appointing the public defender to represent you. I'm setting it for 2 p.m.
What was that, sir? Was that?
December the 9th at 1:30 p.m.
So you need to contact probation.
Oh, so I'm leaving today?
Yeah. They may arrest you.
Huh?
They may arrest you while you're not out. Just to let you know. Another violation. Okay.
Okay, I'll contact us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I will.
Okay, okay, that's it.
All right, good.
Wait, is there? Oh,
Thank you,
yeah,
Your Honor. Thank you.
that's it. You can go. You can go.
Where
Don't put it.
do I go? So I'm being released?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Matthew Bazella.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you're charged with felony shoplifting, plus you have warrants out of the city of Tucson. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
Does the county attorney have something to say in this matter?
Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Bazella has an probation hold. For that reason, Your Honor, we would be recommending a $1,500 bond.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Yes, he does have a probation hold, so he will be detained without bond until he goes to court. We ask that you set nominal bond, so he's getting time credit.
Sir. All right, your attorney has indicated that you're being held on other charges and they're recommending that I set a bond. The reason for that is then you can get credit for the time that you're in jail and also make sure that you're transported to your next hearing. I'm going to set a $1,500 cash secured bond. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 27th at 1:30 p.m. If you are released, you'll be released under pretrial services. Other conditions of release are no alcohol, no drugs, don't drive without a valid license, don't return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any alleged victims, and I am appointing the public defender to represent you in this matter. On your Tucson City court cases, I am releasing you and giving you a new court date in December. December the 12th at 2 o'clock. Do you have any questions, sir?
I don't think so. My probation, when will I be
They'll go to court next week.
next week?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank
sir.
you, Your Honor.
Harder. I mean, guys. Yeah.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Maria Feliz.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. We're here to conduct an initial appearance today. You're here today on charges of unlawful possession of dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the county attorney have a position on release?
Yes, Your Honor. We're recommending release of pretrial services. It appears that Ms. Canez could be eligible for the STEPS program.
Okay. Public defender?
No objection. We're asking you to set a smart hearing.
Okay, I am going to release you, ma'am, on your felony charges. Set this matter for a preliminary hearing on December the 9th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to release you through pretrial services. I'm going to direct that you follow their monitoring. I'm going to direct that you use no alcohol, no drugs, possess no firearms. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I'm going to set a smart hearing for November the 26th at 9 a.m. So you'll be released on these charges today. Let's talk about your Tucson City Court cases then.
Your Honor, if I may be heard on one last.
Yes, go ahead.
For the STEPS matters, Your Honor, we typically request that the PH date be waived out so they can engage in that treatment program. So I forget the exact time frame that is that the PH is extended, but I can try to get that quickly for the court.
Well, yesterday,
Go ahead.
yesterday I did morning court, and when we waived the hearing yesterday, they were setting it for December 26th, so maybe December 27th.
Okay, so I had gotten an email before saying that we weren't going to change those dates, but is counsel for the defendant waiving time then?
I will wait time on this.
Yeah. Okay, so the staff is telling me that if we set it out, it'll be January 2nd, 2025.
Okay.
The date we're supposed to use. So, okay, I will do that then and set that date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And sir, you have charges in city court of possession of drug paraphernalia. We're going to release you on those charges and give you a new court date of December 6th. You're going to be released on all your charges. For your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes. What time is that hearing in city court?
9 a.m.
No, music. Or 26. Might not be eligible. Okay. What? This is. Okay, let's go. So we can go to other company. Okay.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
My name is Matthew Carter.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting your initial appearance today. Let me get your case up on the computer and we'll discuss it, okay?
Okay.
So you're here today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why is the court saying Superior Court? Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Given Mr. Carter's failure to appear, I believe, in this case, no, given his recent history of failure to appear and his felony history, prior violent convictions, we would be asking for a $1,500 bond.
Okay. Counsel for the defendant?
We'd ask that you set this for a smart hearing. We'd ask that you consider release to the supervision of pretrial services. And, given the nature of this case. And so he can see if he can participate in smart court.
And what's the state's position on smart court?
Your Honor, this should be set for a smart hearing. I don't believe that Mr. Carter is eligible for steps, but there should be a smart hearing.
All right, thank you. Okay, the box that says it's set for maintenance. Do you want me to get out of this?
Smart.
What?
Smart.
It's a diversion. We have to go to court.
It doesn't the new charge. Or I'm on the wrong one. I'm sorry. Sir, I'm going to take the following actions in your case. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I'm going to set a $1,000 secure bond and set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 27th. I'm going to set this matter for a smart court hearing on the 26th. Determine your eligibility. Other standard conditions of release would be no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, or no weapons. So your next court date will be the 26th, followed by the 27th. Your total bond is $1,000 cash or secured. If you post the bond, you'll be supervised through pretrial services. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Good luck to you.
We have some misdemeanors.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. My mistake. So you have a paraphernalia charge out of city court. On that charge, I am going to release you with the condition of no alcohol or no drugs. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 12th at 3 p.m. in Tucson City Court. Good luck to you, sir.
So, if you're in custody. Okay.
Crosley.
Okay, are you Mr. Crosby?
Yeah, Crosley, yes.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on a number of different things today. First, you have a warrant out of Superior Court. The warrant charged you with criminal trespass and possession of drug paraphernalia. You failed to appear back in March. Judge set a bond in the amount of $1,000 in your case. First, do you understand why you're here on that matter?
Yes, sir.
State have a position on this matter.
Your Honor, given the failure to appear, we would ask the $1,000 bond and the warrant be imposed.
Counsel for the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor, we'd ask that you release him to the supervision of pretrial services. It appears that he failed to appear for an initial appearance and arraignment pursuant to a summons that was sent to general delivery in February. There was a return to sender notice, and he did not appear at the initial appearance, but they reset it, and he didn't appear because he didn't know he had the case. He obviously didn't receive the summons. It appears he's got no felony arrest history. If he had been taken into custody at the time of the incident, he would have been released to supervision of pretrial services.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you on these charges, appoint the public defender, give you a new court date of an arraignment on the 25th at 1:30 p.m. You are on notice now of the hearing. Since you weren't served with this, that is the reason I am releasing you. Standard conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, follow the direction of pretrial services, no firearms, no weapons. And again, I'm appointing the public defender to represent you on this matter.
Thank you.
Let's go on to your other cases now. You have a warrant for disorderly conduct out of Justice Court dating from 2019. On that warrant, I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $100. Give you a new court date of Tuesday, 2 days from now at 1 p.m. I'm going to appoint William Parvin to be your lawyer. I'm going to impose standard release conditions, which include no acts of domestic violence, no illegal drugs, no weapons, don't return to the scene of the crime, have no contact with any victims. That is a cash or secured bond, and if you are released, you'll be under the supervision of pretrial services. Let's go on to your next Justice Court warrant. You have a shoplifting warrant out of Justice Court as well. I'm going to impose also a $100 bond in that matter. And standard conditions will apply. No contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. I'm also going to set that for the 19th at 1 p.m. If you post the bond, you will be released. Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, you have one other case left of just a warrant for disorderly conduct. I'm also going to set a $100 bond on that matter, set the matter for the 19th as well, with the condition that to the $100 bond, if you are released, you must appear. I am appointing William Parvin in all your Justice Court cases. You have city court cases. Let me finish the says I can't access it. So, yeah. Thank you. All right, let's look at your city court matters, sir. You have charges of criminal trespass. Looks like you have a warrant on those charges. And also, yeah. I'm going to release you on those charges. Give you a new court date of December the 17th or at 2 p.m. in city court. Standard conditions will apply, including not consume any alcohol or drugs. So, sir, you have in custody court in 2 days. If you don't post the bond, if you do post the bond, you'll be released. But you have court at that same time. Do you have any questions? All
Something hungry.
Yeah, on the justice.
right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. We'll get additional paperwork. Okay, thank you, sir.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Trinity Moes.
You're here today charged with burglary in the 3rd degree. I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting your initial appearances today. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the prosecutor have a position on this case?
Your Honor, the state is recommending release to pretrial services.
Public defender?
No objection.
Ma'am, I'm going to release you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on December the 9th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. The standard conditions of release will apply in this case, including don't return to the scene of the crime, have no contact with any victims. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Other conditions are no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no weapons. Do you understand these release conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, you'll be released. Make sure you make your court date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
A little bit.
I'm here too, just so you know.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Patrick Lewis Sullivan Jr.
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting your initial appearance today. You're here today charged with aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument, disorderly conduct, and criminal damage. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also on the call today with us is the victim, the prosecutor, and the public defender.
Yes, sir. Hi, my name is Casey Sullivan.
Okay. First is the, and I did receive an amended report from pretrial services. Does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, we are recommending release to pretrial services. Given the nature of the charge here, it's very unusual for us to recommend pretrial services, and I don't want to minimize the nature of the offense here. But Your Honor, we are requesting a no contact order at this time, at least until until the PH date. If the court was inclined to allow contact, we would request it only be telephonic contact and not in-person contact at this time. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, public defender.
Yes, we're asking that he be released on his own recognizance. He has no criminal history. This was not what I would call the most serious offense. His wife is online and she would like contact with him, and
Yes, sir.
she would like him to return home.
Yes, sir.
And he is in the military.
Yes, sir. And I would like to say something if that's allowed.
You really shouldn't talk about the facts of the case, but if you want to talk about release conditions, I will certainly hear what you have to say.
Your Honor, this is an isolated misunderstanding. This was never my intention to ever have criminal charges or incarceration against Patrick. I was not harmed. My children were not harmed. He has never been in trouble with the law ever. We are very good Samaritans. I respectfully ask that you consider dismissing these charges or granting his release, as the military will already hold him accountable for these actions. We want to move forward as a family, sir, and I believe that further legal actions is not in the best interest for my husband, my children, and I. There was nobody hurt, sir, and we want him home and we want to listen to church, and we have to move forward as a family, and I just really hope that you consider dismissing this. It's crucial, and we've been together since I was 12 years old. I have never been harmed. I will be 30 years old in January.
Okay.
And I ask, please.
All right. Let me just say a few things and let me speak now, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I do not have legal authority to dismiss this. The charges have been brought. The justice system has to work its process. And
Okay.
judges don't have authority just to unilaterally dismiss charges.
Thank you.
I understand your concerns, ma'am. I am going to release them through pretrial services with pretrial supervision, with the conditions of no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol, no drugs.
Thank you.
I am going to direct, though, at this point, no contact with any victims, no alleged don't return to the scene of the crime. If there is property there, he can return and get that property, and I'm appointing the public defender. That order will continue to the preliminary hearing, but he can contact his public defender after he's released, and a proper motion can be filed after that is done. At this point of the proceedings, I am going to order that.
So no contact at all?
I am ordering no contact. I will amend it to allow contact by phone.
Thank you.
Oh, if you could add that for me or send it back.
And this goes until when?
His preliminary hearing is on the 17th of December.
That's Christmas.
It's on the 9th of December,
9th of December.
right?
Oh, I hate my stuff.
You'll be allowed to go. Let's stop. And, okay. We're talking to our officer. Okay.
So there is number right here.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's it.
Is that all, sir?
Yes. That's it. Oh, wait, yeah, that's,
You good to go?
You're good to go.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Truman.
It's just spinning now. I'll be right with you. The computer decided to freeze, so. What should I do? It's just spinning. Sorry. I said no. Just 1 second. Can I have your name while we're waiting for the computer to be adjusted? Oh, now it says okay. Sorry about
That's right.
that. Hi, can I have your name?
William Truman.
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on a number of things. First, you have a warrant out of Superior Court for burglary and theft of means of transportation. That warrant was issued back in June by Judge Metzger.
Burglary.
More previous rest of this.
Does the state have a position on release in this particular warrant?
My apologies, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. On the theft of means case, we are recommending a $10,000 bond. Reviewing Reviewing the file a little bit closer, Your Honor, I believe we could recommend a no bond hearing. At this time, Your Honor, we would just be requesting that $10,000 bond. Mr. Truman does have a third open case, so he has these two cases that are set for initial appearance today, and also a third open case. So for those reasons, Your Honor, we would recommend a bond.
Okay, and you said the original bond on the narcotics charge and the paraphernalia was 10,000. What bond are you recommending? I'm sorry, I know you mentioned different amounts.
Sorry, my apologies, Your Honor. So for the theft of means case, we are recommending a $10,000 bond, and in the drug case, we are recommending a $2,500 bond.
Okay, so the opposite of what was issued.
Well, yes, Your Honor, that's correct. I think that's partially because of how they were ordered in time, that difference. I believe, given the theft of means case is a class 3 felony and the more serious offense, we would ask the bond be associated to that $10,000 bond, that higher amount be associated to that case.
Okay, thank you. Counsel for the defendant?
Yes, he doesn't have a third matter. The matter that 2024-2173 is the matter that there's a warrant on. If you can tell that from the pretrial services report. And so that matter is listed as pending. That's what it says on the front of the pretrial services form, and that's what it says on the criminal history. It's the same case. So the second case, and it actually, I don't even know, it doesn't make sense because they're showing the 21-23 case, they're showing in the criminal history as shoplifting along with the possession stuff, but it's the same case number. The other case, the second case, it says that he hasn't been arrested in that case and a summons was mailed, but he's homeless right now. So he didn't know a hearing was scheduled and he didn't know that there was a case that would be pending. So he wasn't aware of that on the second case.
Okay, what I'm going to do on the Superior Court cases, let's deal with those first. I'm gonna set a total secured bond in the amount of $12,500. That's cash or secured if bond is posted. It would requires supervision through pretrial services. Standard conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. And of course, the public defender is going to be appointed on all cases. On those Superior Court cases, we're going to set the matter for an arraignment on the 25th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. All right, let's go on to his other matters then. You have a warrant out of Marana City Court. On your Marana City warrant, I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of the 18th of December at 10 a.m. in Marana City Court. Conditions of release on that matter will be no contact with any alleged victims, no alcohol, no drugs, don't go to the scene of the crime. And your last warrant is out of Justice Court for shoplifting as well. On that, I'm gonna set a nominal bond of $100 and give you a court date of Tuesday, 2 days from now at 9:30 a.m. or I'm sorry, 1 p.m. in Justice Court. That'll be a cash or secured bond. If you post all the bonds, you'll be released, but you must appear in court. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Standard conditions again apply in all cases. And I'm going to appoint an attorney for you in your Justice Court case. Let me get that done. I'm going to appoint Mr. Isles to be your lawyer in that Justice Court case.
That's it.
All right, so you have court in the next few days, and then after that, any questions?
Yes, sir.
Doesn't he have city court cases too?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was stuck underneath. Thank you. On your city court cases, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of the 23rd of December at 9:30 a.m. in Tucson City Court. The conditions of release are no alcohol, no drugs. So you will be released on those charges as well, okay? Good luck to you.
Right. Just see the paperwork for the misdemeanor stuff, because you'll get 30% the paperwork and all three. Okay.
I always want to.
Vasquez.
She told me recently, I can check with this, if she's changed that. Hi, can I have your name?
Jose Navarez, contigo.
You're charged today with aggravating driving under the influence. Do you understand, or do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
State have a position in this matter?
Your Honor, given Mr. Montijo was on release, or not on release, but on probation for a misdemeanor DUI, when he committed this offense, we would be recommending a $1,500 bond.
Defense?
Yes, he has no prior felony arrests, or any juvenile history. He does live with his parents. He's been a lifelong resident, and he indicates he's working full-time in construction.
All right, thank you. I'm going to release him and set the matter for a preliminary hearing on December the 9th. The conditions of release will be don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, and be released through pretrial services and their supervision. I am going to appoint counsel to represent the defendant. Again, the matter will be set for a preliminary hearing on December the 9th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. Sir, you are being released, but you must abide by pretrial supervision and make sure you make your next court date, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'm being released.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yellow.
Hi, sir. Can I have your name?
Alfonso Quiroz Villalobos.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here today to conduct your initial appearance. You're charged with misconduct with weapons. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Prosecutor have something they want to say in this matter?
Your Honor, because of Mr. Villalobos's felony history, we would recommend a $2,500 bond in this case.
Great, thank you. Public defender?
Yes, we'd ask that you consider release to the supervision of pretrial services. His last felony offense happened in 2012. just quite a long time ago. He does have, he has been living here and has a place to stay. He is employed full-time.
Yeah, I'm gonna make,
Um,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
do somewhere else you can live. Your wife doesn't want you. They're gonna order me to go there. Stop.
I mean, I could try to see, but not really. I got family in Phoenix.
Okay. He thinks he has somewhere else to live if he's not allowed to go back home.
All right, I'm gonna make the ruling. So I'm going to release him and give him a new court date, December the 9th at 1:30 PM in Justice Court. I'm gonna release him through pretrial services with the following conditions. No alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Any firearms need to be surrendered to law enforcement. I'm going to order a supervision through pretrial services. I am going to appoint the public defender to represent you. So your next court date, sir, is December the 9th. You must appear at that time. Failure to appear would result in a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Lauren.
Sir, can I have your name?
Joshua Warner.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with armed robbery. Do you understand why you're here today?
No, I do.
State have a position in this case?
Your Honor, given that Mr. Warner was on release in another felony matter, we would be asking for a no bond hearing.
State's position?
You mean my position?
I mean, the defense position, I'm sorry.
He does have a case pending. So the state is entitled to ask for no bond. We would ask that a no bond hearing be set.
Okay, I'm going to set a no bond hearing for, first I'm going to appoint the public defender. I'm going to set a no bond hearing on November the 22nd at 2:30 PM in Superior Court. Set the matter for preliminary hearing at 1:30 PM on November the 27th. A bond, if eligible, sir, will be determined on that hearing on the 22nd. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location. You also have other cases that are warrants out of justice court.
I don't know how I watched it.
You have a warrant out of justice court for shoplifting. What I'm going to do on that matter is set that for 2 days from now at 1 PM in justice court. Since you're going to be in custody on these other matters, I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $100 in that matter. That'll be a cash or secured bond, but obviously you're being held without bond. Standard release conditions will apply in that case, including not to return to the scene of the crime, not have any contact with any victims. No alcohol, no drugs. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. That's going to be Mr. Taylor. And then you have one other warrant as well. Let me look at that. That's also for shoplifting as well. I'm going to set that one at the same time. The 19th. Set your bond at $100. Cash or secured. Standard release conditions will apply in your case. And I'm going to appoint Mr. Taylor to be your lawyer as well in that matter. So you will have a court in a couple of days on your cases out of, and later in the week on your no bond hearing. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
No.
Okay, good luck to you then.
Thank you.
Winters. Wordworth.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jeth Winters.
I'm Judge Hazel. I'll be conducting your initial appearance today. The purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. Let's look at
Yes, sir.
see why you're here today, okay?
Okay.
Like you also have some Tucson City cases as well. So first you have new charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today on that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the state have a position?
Your Honor, we're recommending release to pretrial services. It appears Mr. Winters is eligible for the STEPS program, so would ask for a smart court hearing and an extension of the PH date.
Okay. All right, defense?
We're fine with that.
Okay, sir, and this is the defendant waiving time for the timely preliminary hearing.
Yes.
All right, sir, I'm going to set you for a smart hearing on November the 26th at 9 a.m. I'm going to set your matter for a preliminary hearing at 1:30 p.m. Let me get the date on January the 2nd. I'm going to release you through pretrial services. I'm going to appoint a public defender to represent you. Standard conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Make your next court date. Let's go on to your next cases now. You have a warrant for a DUI back from 2021 that you failed to appear in court in that matter. What I'm going to do on that matter is set a $100 bond and set your matter for a hearing in 2 days in Justice Court with Judge Steele to address the warrant. The bond is $100. If you post the bond, you will be released. If not, you'll remain in custody and see the judge on Tuesday. I'm appointing Mr. Taylor to be your lawyer. Standard conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, don't drive without a valid license. That is a $100 cash or secured bond. Again, if you are released, you must appear in court. Lastly, let's go over your Tucson City Court case.
Can you give me the time of Justice Court?
1 o'clock.
Okay.
1 o'clock. Next, you have charges out of City Court. And the charge is failure to provide a truthful name. On that charge, I am going to release you. Give you a new court date of December the 17th at 2 p.m. in Tucson City Court. with the condition that you don't drive without a valid license. And all standard conditions. So you'll be released on that charge. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you. All right. You'll be released. Either of the attorneys have anything further this morning?
No.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, everybody have a good day then.